On to then France. So coach Fabien Galtier, captain is Antoine Dupont. Like, that guy is just crazy skillful. You know, if there was anyone that I'd want to take from another team, even though Jameson Gibson Park is amazing, I'd love to have Dupont in there as well, and have, you know, Gibson Park to come off the bench. That would be my ideal for nines. World ranking is second, could potentially overtake Ireland through the tournament though. Last year, Grand Slam winners, the last five, fourth, second, and winners. So if they're doubling up again this year, it will be another W for them. Odds 7-2 to win. Fixtures starting out with Italy away, which, given that they've picked a lot of players with, you know, not too many caps, could be a decent thing for them. Then Ireland away, big game, but, you know, I don't think Dublin holds the fear for France coming over or going over there that the reverse fixture holds for Ireland. I think France are fairly comfortable going to Dublin and feeling like, you know, confident that they have a decent chance of winning. So that's going to be a massive game. Then home to Scotland, away to England. Not as confident, I'd say, in Twickenham on their travels, and then home to Wales to finish. So, you know, you can see like there are lots of games in there that could be, as people say, like tournament deciders, but we'll see how they go really in those first three games. If they're still in it, you know, if they're 3 from 3 after that, you could see them producing something big at Twickenham, and then home to Wales for back-to-back Grand Slams. Then that would be a massive night for them. Into the squad then, you know, you got the likes of Aldry, Tatonia, Boy, Kroos, Jalonch. Marchand has been in amazing form for Toulouse. Like, that guy's a turnover machine. You got Olivon there as well. Willemse, no Wokey for them this year in the second row. So that could be, you know, big shoes to fill there. But then you got lots of players who are either uncapped or on like 1 or 2 caps as well, that, you know, potentially could come in and, you know, just light up the tournament and get themselves into that home World Cup. Like, everyone there that is in that squad is going to want to be there for that. So nobody's going to want to soil their copybook, but they're also all going to be raring to go. And it looks like that, you know, they want to build depth and get some of these players onto more caps by the World Cup. Like, if they can get a lot of those players that are on, like, you know, below 10 caps or so, up to, you know, 8 to 15 caps or wherever by the World Cup, they'll be very happy. Into the backs then, you've got, you know, the likes of Dupont there, amazing player. Gael Ficou as well has been in decent form for Racing. Ntamak running the show from 10 as well. Damien Penaud, got Ramos as well from Toulouse. But then you got all these players who are uncapped coming in, like Bordeaux have been, you know, they were in decent form, and that's why you're seeing like the likes of Burros in there. You've also got Legaric for Racing 92, who looks like a decent prospect at 9 as well. So maybe Dupont doesn't have to, you know, play every minute of every game for them to win. But yeah, looking at the squad, it looks like there definitely is an aim to build depth in the squad and to find, you know, just a few more players. It doesn't have to be every one of these players. Just a few more players to add to that Rugby World Cup squad would make a hell of a difference for them. But that doesn't mean that they're throwing the tournament away. Like in terms of how they're looking coming into this, like the unbeaten for the entirety of last year, and only the fact that their summer tour was in Japan, which meant that they couldn't pick up any ranking points because of the difference between the teams. They might have been the team that finished the year as world number one. So they're really coming into this on some great form. Grand Slam winners last year as well. They'll have no fear, and they're going to want to get that back-to-back Grand Slam. They do have the distraction of Bernard Laporte and the whole thing, to do with arrests and corruption, stuff like that, to do with the Rugby World Cup and stuff. So that's not a great background for them to have to the tournament. It is a Rugby World Cup year this year, so they're going to want to, light up this tournament again and go into that Rugby World Cup in as best shape as they can. Okay, so that's the end of our look at this year's Six Nations. As I said, I will be, doing a preview of this weekend's games as well later on in the week. But let me know how your team are looking coming into the tournament and where you expect them to finish.